Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another review. In this video, I'm actually going to be reviewing a TV show. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've done one of those. Well, actually not too long, compared to the next review I'm going to be doing, which has been a while, but I will say I'm not feeling very good, so, I'm doing this actually outside once again. I'm doing this outside. I could have just waited till tomorrow, but usually when I go to sleep, I end up feeling worse. But I'm feeling nauseous, so I haven't actually puked or anything. I thought I was going to, but that is why I'm not really I want to get the video done now. And besides, I actually had this one planned for a couple weeks now. So, you're probably wondering, well, what am I reviewing? Well, in this video, I'm reviewing this show called My Life as a Teenage Robot. Yeah, this show. Remember this show? I'm sure a lot of people remember it. A lot of people actually talk about it. And actually, this is one of the shows that got kind of screwed over by Nickelodeon, I've heard. It still had quite a few episodes. It didn't have as much, I think, as Danny Phantom, but it did have quite a few episodes. And it actually had it did have a TV movie, which I may review down the road. It had one of those and all that. So it had quite a few reviews. Reviews. It had quite a few episodes, just not as much as like shows like Danny Phantom and all that. But what's interesting about this show is this show basically, the seasons aired kind of odd. So the first, couple seasons, I think, aired kind of year after year, while the third season actually took a long time to be released, especially in other countries, I've heard. I've heard some people saying it didn't release until like a year later or something like that, so that's very weird. I think Danny Phantom had some episodes like that, but I don't know about an entire season, but that's just weird how that happened, But yeah, basically that's what they did, though. It took them a while to actually air this, the last season of the show. But sadly, though, it pretty much got canceled and it got kind of screwed over by Nickelodeon, So yeah, I got screwed over, not as bad as other shows, but it got kind of screwed over, because, Nickelodeon kind of was focusing heavily on SpongeBob. They still are. But I've noticed they're kind of going back and bringing shows back from the dead. Either rebooting them or, like, reviving them or something, So, like, Hey Arnold and, Invader Zim and all that have gotten movies and all that. Danny Phantom has gotten a comic book and all that, So, actually, I don't remember if the comic book was made by Nickelodeon or not. I don't remember. But I do know that they're actually going back and kind of bringing back this stuff. So I don't know. But this is one of those shows, though. I don't know, like, if I'd want a revival, because this show, I'm gonna say it right now. This show actually has very good animation. It stands out. It's like more cartoony and all that. Like, well, the other shows are kind of cartoony too. Some of them are. You can say SpongeBob's newest seasons feel more cartoony, how random and stuff it is. But I'm not saying I haven't seen the newer seasons of SpongeBob that much, but I've seen some clips of them, and let's just say, there's some weird shit in the newer seasons of SpongeBob. Apparently there's an episode where they have a jellyfish and everyone's shining their butts in the air and all. That's freaking just weird. But I haven't seen the actual episodes. I'm just kind of going off what I've seen, but it's very weird and all that. But I'm saving them for reviews down the road because I do want to review the episodes and all that. But I will say, though, This show, though, I will say, has definitely a cartoony look, but it's mostly supposed to be like those older cartoons, because if you look at the animation and all that, it kind of... So the characters, have those, like, those eyes and all that. So yeah, they're shaped like Pac-Man and all that. That's kind of the old art style, they had back in the day. That's kind of the whole point of the show, was kind of to do that, which is pretty cool. And that's the thing, though, like, it wouldn't really work, I feel like, the show wouldn't work very well in CGI or something, I don't feel like. I mean, it could work, but I don't think it would work as well, but, I mean, I've seen some CGI, like, art of, like, Jenny, because, Jenny this is the robot here, her name's Jenny, or XJ9 as, her mom, aka, Nora, puts it. Her name's Professor Wickman, but her name's also Nora. That's her last name is Wickman. So, but she created Jenny and all that to basically be this superhero and all that. And but Jenny wants to be a teenager at the same time, and all that. And her mom gets in the way, so it's really cool. We get to see, like a robot, a teenage robot that's not really functioning with school and all that. To see her, be in school, I really like that. It's really cool. We get to see things like her trying to fit in. So like we see episodes where she like puts on, like, she gets eaters and all that, and not just eaters, but like. But we see an episode where she wants to feel things too, which is not really fitting in, but things like that. So we get to see some cool, interesting concepts with her. And one episode, she actually is doing picture day, and she breaks out with pimples, which in her way is bolts, where she turns into a monster thanks to the Cluster Queen Vectis, or whatever her name was. I forgot how you pronounce her name. Yeah, the Cluster is actually they play a big part in this show, and I gotta say, I really do like the Cluster enemies. They're very cool. Some of them actually don't appear that much. Some of them only make a couple appearances, or they make one appearance and never again. Like, there's an episode, like, where they're playing in the snow, and Jenny fights this one robot, she fights this one robot, and I think he doesn't appear again. I could be wrong, but I don't think he does. But then there's others that appear a lot and all that, or, more than once. It's pretty interesting. But I really like the Cluster. And then we get other villains, too. Like, we get, like, a very dark one with, there's this dark villain with the skin and all that. Apparently, this skin thing only appeared twice. So I think they were going to bring back the skin, but they didn't bring it back because they were hinting at her returning because she took over another body and all that. The thing is, though, it's weird is the very next time we see this guy, he's kind of a racist to robots. He doesn't like robots. So, basically, she takes over his, skin, but he's fine the next time. So, I don't know, maybe they were going to plan an episode, but maybe it was too dark or something, and they decided not to bring back the character. I don't really know. I just know that's kind of funny, especially considering SpongeBob has done some pretty dark shit. I mean, there's an entire episode where they're trying to hide a freaking body they thought they killed, and then it turns out he's alive and all that, but it's just freaking crazy. So I'm not really sure why they didn't bring it back, but they were hinting at it. Maybe it was a concept art, but then they kind of just decided we're not going to bring it back, but we'll show the dude again, showing he's okay. And I just find that really odd. I will say this show, though, actually has not just good villains and good art, but I will say the characters themselves, I actually don't mind too much. I was thinking I was going to get very annoyed with Tucker, because there are a few episodes where I freaking can't stand Tucker, or Tuck as Jenny puts it, that's his nickname, Tuck. Well, I guess Jazz calls him Tuck, too, but, a lot of times, he's not really that bad of a villain. He's actually a very big help, and I really, really like that a lot. I like that, and I like how, I like, too, how, for once, they don't have the main character in love with their best friend, the main character, guy, a lot of cartoons they'll do that. They'll ship, they feel like they have to ship like everyone together with that, and I like they don't do that. They do have a character named I forgot his name. He's basically the nerdy guy and all that. He has like a huge crush on Jenny and all that, but can be very creepy and all that. I've actually seen some videos popping up, or like at least one lately, about a person saying they don't really like him, because of how creepy he is and how they. And I will say, yeah, they make him a bit too obsessive at times, but I do feel like they make him. He actually does have a lot of great moments in the show too. He was the only one to stand up to Jenny and all that when she destroyed the holidays in one episode, and then another he helps her out with helps her out and all that with he's trying to fit in and all that, and when people were making fun of her with ears, I'm not sure if he showed up again in that episode. I think he did, yeah, But basically, he was willing to, actually, call out people and all for making fun at her and all that. And I really like that. He's not just creepy. He actually does care. He just gets too obsessive, and I like that, So I can't say I hate him. But other people seem to really hate him, but I don't think he's that bad. I mean, I've seen some really obsessive characters. If you guys want to know obsessive, try watching Scooby-Doo, or not Scooby-Doo, Johnny Test with Susan and Mary being obsessed with trying to get Gil, or like Family Guy with Neil trying to get with Meg and all that. I feel like they can make this stuff work without making it too bad, but I just think it's a constant thing they do in cartoons. So I don't really see why people hate this character, especially when when he actually, I feel like he does good stuff. Has good moments in the show, and I really do like his robot suit and all. I think he's really cool. I think his name's, he calls it the Silver Shell, I think. I don't remember. But I do really like that, But I'll respect people's opinions on stuff. I'm not gonna say they can't like something. I just said I don't understand why people don't like it, But I'm just saying that this is a constant thing they do in cartoons all the time. Even the Fairly Odd Parents, which by the way was Nickelodeon's second longest running show, I believe. I think they're the second longest show running. I don't know if that's the case anymore or not. I don't know if the Loud House has took that spot or not. It probably will soon because it's still going on, if it doesn't get canceled. But as for right now, I think it's probably gonna, end up being there soon. It's already, past its 10th, I think, year. I don't remember what year it first came out, but I think it was 2013 or 14 when the show came out. So it actually might be its 10th anniversary already, I don't know. But as for right now, yeah, the Fairly Odd Parents is still probably the second longest Nickelodeon show. And I think Rugrats might be third. I might review the Rugrats in the future. I might even review All Grown Up and their they also have another show, their reboot too. I might review that too in the future. I don't know. I haven't really, I shouldn't say I don't know. I might review them. I just have to have time to do that, but yeah, I don't know what to say here. I just think like I said, with this character and all, I don't think he's a bad character. I just wish I could remember his name, but I just kind of drawing a blank right now, But yeah, I don't know. But I will say that there's a lot of great episodes. And there are some episodes I don't like, but for the most part, there are episodes that I think are really good in this show. And unlike Danny Phantom, I will say that this show, I don't feel like a lot of the characters feel as cringed. I feel like like I said, Tucker has his moments where he can be unlikable, and Jenny can kind of get a little carried away too, but for the most part, I think they handle the characters really well, and I think they do have a lot of funny moments. And not to mention the theme song. The theme song is really good in this show. I think it's really good, and I really like the theme song. I think it's a very catchy, song and all that. I don't know if I would say it's one of Nickelodeon's best theme songs, but it's definitely up there. I think it's definitely up there with a lot of the good ones. It definitely has that, early 2000s Nickelodeon, theme song. But yeah, I will say though, it has a pretty good theme song. I also wanted to say this too, about the art style. I haven't brought this up yet, but apparently when Jenny goes to space, she actually has a different art style. Her and other robots, because we see other robots in outer space sometimes, but she actually has, a different art style. I'm not sure why they gave her a different art style, but actually I kind of like it. I kind of think it looks really nice. I'm just not sure why the humans don't look like that, but the robots do. I just find that really interesting. I find that really interesting. It's really a good art style. I just find it kind of weird, and all that. But we usually see mostly Jenny, in outer space. We don't see a lot of other robots, but sometimes they do, and I do like their art style. But they definitely have a different coloring, But I will say though, yeah, this show definitely, in my opinion, definitely has a lot of great moments. I will say that, I guess technically, I will say there probably are a couple characters I really can't stand in this show. A lot of high school students in this show are actually kind of just background characters. They don't really have a lot of purposes. We do have a while where Jenny likes this boy and all that, but honestly, it doesn't really go anywhere, and he's kind of more of a jerk and all that, but he's not really nothing special. But I can say that about a lot of school locations. I mean, I can understand why they do that, because to be fair, in school, when you have school locations and all that, there's going to be too many. I don't know what that. I don't know what that message is that keeps showing up either. I thought my video stopped for a second because I am running low on space, but I don't know. But I need to probably get that fixed. But yeah, I keep having this message thing pop up too, so I don't know. But yeah, I will say though, as I was saying with the whole school, it's gonna be hard to have every character. You can't have every character have a role, but and I'm perfectly fine with that. But I will say I feel like they're a lot of times in schools they don't have a lot of characters have roles. And I feel like this show is kind of no exception. I feel like they kind of just are pushed to the background. But the two characters I can't stand in this show are the cousins, or whatever they're called, which, by the way, one of them is voiced by the same voice actor who voices a lot of characters like Susie from Rugrats, and she voices and she also voices characters like Foxy, and all that from the Drawn Together show and all that. And then as I previously mentioned to Danny Phantom, she voices a character there too later on, which is Valerie, because Valerie was voiced by two different actresses. And this is one of those. This is one of those, like I was saying. Now, what's odd about this is her cousin's a black character, but she's got a British accent while she's got a British accent while the other gal is voiced by the gal, which is, by the way, as a black person, which I don't have any problems with that. I hate how freaking Hollywood is like that. You could say that, like I've said in the past about live action remakes and all that, how I don't like how they cast random people and all that, but that's different. I mean, you can actually see the people there. This is a cartoon character thing. They can change their voices and all that. And it can be a little difficult sometimes to find certain people, and all that. But I just find it weird how she's voicing a white person, but her cousin's black, but it's voiced by a British person. So I found that always kind of very weird. Maybe she wasn't gonna have a cousin at first. Maybe she was gonna be one person or something, or maybe they got the voices swapped and decided not to fix them. I don't know. I just find that kind of weird. Again, because she's actually a black actress in real life, but one of her first roles, maybe her first one where she actually voiced, I stated in the past, she's voiced the actress, the actress has voiced, Inspector Gadget's, little girl, I think it's her daughter and all in the cartoon, and, which is a show I might do in the future as well, But yeah, I will say that is kind of interesting, but because like I said, they're just like because they show them on screen all the time, and with Danny Phantom, I mean, I don't know, Danny Phantom at least they don't, I don't know, I will say Danny Phantom they don't pair her up with the bullies that much. I mean, she is there, but she mostly has her own character. Here they just have two bullies on the same side. But enough about the actress. The reason why I can't stand these characters is because I think they make them too evil. Like, I mean, bullies, yeah, I mean, seeing them get their comeuppance is fine and all that, but it feels like in the show they kind of more so feel like they're trying to just choose the winning side and all that. So, like, there's like an episode where, like, Vectis or whatever disguised herself as a teenager. They only team up with her for the winning side, but then when it's over and all that, then they go back. I'm like, I feel like they should be punished or something for that, And then the same goes with the double link special, or not the double link special, I think the episodes are like 11 minutes long, but there's like a TV movie, we'll just say a TV movie, where it's like, I think a 48-minute long episode, they do the same exact thing and all that. I'm like, I wish they just freaking, like, get put in jail or something, or, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but, yeah, I cannot stand them, but, I mean, I don't know, again, they're supposed to be bad guys, but I feel like, again, they kind of feel like they're a bit too evil. I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but I don't know, that's just kind of me, but I don't know, I feel like this show, though, is actually a pretty good show. I think this show is definitely one of Nickelodeon's better shows. I'm gonna go ahead and say this show definitely gets out good, in my opinion. That's right, a good. And I must say, I gotta give this one a 120 points too. Yeah, this show is definitely getting 120 points. I love this show. This show is really, really good. I may not sound like I'm very excited, but I'm like I said, I'm not feeling very good, and that's the only reason why I'm reviewing this now, because I don't know how I'm going to feel in the morning, because I'm, like, sick, and, like, I feel like I'm getting sick. My mom actually was sick. Well, she thinks she was, she's not sure, but she had, like, diarrhea and all. I'm hoping I'm not having that, especially on Thanksgiving week. Because if I'm having diarrhea and all that, because we're traveling and all that, that's going to suck, because I'll have to travel there and back. I mean, I guess I could always just go to my mom's house and just skip that, but I kind of don't really want to do that. I want to just stay, I'd rather just kind of just go there and I don't really like traveling one place and coming back the same day. I freaking hate that so much, but at the same time, there's actually a Ruby Tuesday, because I'm doing restaurant, videos, as you guys know. I do store and restaurant videos, wanting to show some stuff off. There's actually a Ruby Tuesday up there. I'm hoping to actually be able to get that on the way back, if they'll let me do it. I'm not sure if they will or not, but I'm hoping they'll let me do that, because I don't want to, because I don't want to, like, yeah, we're supposed to go up there and hang out with family, but I was gonna get it to go or something, and they're like questioning, like, why do I need to get it if I'm gonna get food there anyway? I'm like, I could take it to my mom's and have food there, you know? Because that's what I probably would do, just take it there, you know? And I mean, besides, they're actually going out there. Well, they're not going out of business right now, but there are a lot of them that have closed where I'm at. So I'm wanting to get that done, you know. So yeah, I'm just hoping I don't have problems with that. But my mom sounds like she's only had it for a day or two, so I don't know. But I'm hoping I don't have it at all. But I'm not feeling very good at all. I really ain't. I'm like, just don't feel good, you know. But, anywho, back to the video, though. I kind of want to finish this up, because I think I'm just going to do the other review tomorrow, because I got to clean my phone out, and I'm probably going to get to bed, because it's late, and I'm not feeling good, so. But, anywho, I wanted to say about the show, yeah, definitely, I will definitely say this show is definitely really good, and I don't think it really had any cliffhangers or anything. Besides the doll episode, I feel like, well, not the doll episode, the skin episode, you know, I feel like for the most part they really didn't have any cliffhangers. I think they kind of ended the show pretty good. So I don't know if I mean, it would be cool to see this show kind of come back, but at the same time, I'm like, if they bring it back, I'm worried they'll run it into the ground, you know. Because that's the thing with, like, Family Guy, example. Family Guy, and people were wanting the show to come back. People were upset it got canceled. And now that it's back, it's on its, like, freaking, like, 23rd, 24th season. And it just won't fucking die. And at this point, it's, like, taking up the entire Fox network or FX, you know, whatever it is, you know. I actually don't know why it's called. I think I've seen on Fox too. I'm like, does Fox have a contract with it? Because Disney doesn't actually own the Fox name. They own only the FX names. I'm like, so it's like, or they have a contract with them or something. I mean, I've seen some stuff pop up there, but I'm like, you know, it looks like it's just like maybe for Hulu mainly. So I don't really know. I don't know if maybe Fox still gets money with that too. I don't really know. Regardless, I will say the show definitely went on too long, and I feel like they should have just canceled it, but I don't know, but I don't know, I'm just saying, you know, that's what I'm thinking about this show. To me, it would be cool to see it come back, but I mean, to be fair though, I guess you could probably just, like, not have to watch it, but I would love to see this show maybe come back, maybe just get a couple more seasons or something, or maybe give it a movie. That'd be cool. But I don't know if they could give it a movie. They already did a TV special. I don't know if they could do a movie, but maybe they could, you know. I don't know, but you know, I just don't know. But I know, like, season 3, they kind of wrapped up a lot of stuff with the villains, you know. But it looks like some of them could have, like, maybe they were gonna hint at them coming back or something. But I don't really know, you know, because I know there was the biker gang too. They got ran off their planet and all that. Like, I feel like they would have come back, but I think that was their last appearance. So I don't know, but I'm about ready to get going now because I actually got to go to the restroom. So yeah, I'm hoping I actually don't have any of that, but that's why I'm doing this now in case it gets kind of worse. Also, I will say, if you guys like this, I'm actually doing the background as orange and then the text as, blue for the Teenage Robot show. I'm trying to get the Nickelodeon feel. I don't know which one I like better, so right now I'm kind of just doing this. I kind of want to just stick to a theme, you know, because then my videos kind of just look kind of weird, you know, but that's the problem with the Sony Pictures movies. I couldn't pick a theme, like, right off the bat, so I had quite a few movies and all. I mean, they're still making movies, and same with Nickelodeon, they're still making shows, but I still would want to, you know, have its own thing, you know, so. Well, I'll probably figure that out, because I might just do that with all the other shows, too, just do it like this, maybe, because. And I'm thinking about doing this with the thumbnail, too, like, just show off, kind of, you know, some stuff, but. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and get going now, so see you all later. Bye bye. Get out of here.